Yeah, good day and welcome to the vtupress tutorial. Today we'll be going straight to uh, API integration or something. Yeah, API integration, how to connect to other providers, because vtupress can't work. It can't just send out data or any VTU services its own. So it needs to be integrated to a provider. And on vtupress, one of the kickoff points we have here is the ability to integrate or to connect to any provider without the need of a developer. So you can even switch, unlike other VTU scripts whereby you need to like contact a developer, or let me say the admin of the script or something, before you could be able to change. And in some cases those scripts are private scripts and you can't even connect to any other provider except from them. That is, you will be buying all your services from they themselves alone. So on vtupress, it's very easy, and you have the liberty, the independence, and you have the freedom, let me say, to connect to any provider. And that is one of our top kickoff points on vtupress, which we've been leading, and we are even more we are even improving more. Sorry, and let's talk on that, and let's just go straight. By default, when you install vtupress, and currently, yeah, do not forget that I'm making use of um the msog inspire template. You understand? So I'm making use of the msog inspire template here, and as you can see, there is no service turned on here. We don't have airtime, we don't have data, we don't have cable, we don't have bill. So we need to like connect to something. Let me say we need to enable those services. You can see even the history is not even, sorry, it's not even visible right here. So what we need to do here is we need to at first go to the gateway. We come to the settings. Let's try that of let me say data. Let me try it of data. I'll be trying for two, for data and bill. So let's try that for data, and let's choose SMA. So you can see we have data status here. You can see there are two checkboxes here. You can see this is the first one, and this is the second one. Oh, sorry. Okay, and this is the second one. All right, now let's check it out here. Let's turn on this data status. So what this part does is, once you turn this data status on, it means that we are enabling data service. But then remember that we just enabled data service and we've not enabled the type of data service, because on data we have the SME, the corporate, and the gifting, which we also know as direct. So on vtupress we do use direct or gifting. So now let's come back here and let's refresh. All right, you can see buy data here. Clicking on buy data. All right, you can see that, and now let's select a data type. There's nothing to show portfolio, and you can see even the network is not visible, nothing is working here. So even if we just fill up things, if we fill things up, blah, it's not gonna work. It just error code something yeah, it's not gonna work. So what we need to do here is to enable data status. Initially you can see here we've integrated an API before I disabled it off just because of the tutorial. So we need to do something, and which is to import an API. So you can see we're importing for data. Let's click on data, and remember we accessed the import API here, then we selected data, and this is it. Now we have umbrella integrated before, and that's what I integrated before I started using this. So I'm not saying umbrella is the best. Actually, there are top listed VTU sites here, providers in which you can use. We have about 30 of them plus, and they are still coming on. So we can just select demo SMA. This is just a demo class, so we are importing for demo SMA. So once we've done that, we've imported that that service. What we need to do next is to access. You can see SME data is what we imported for. We've not imported for corporate data or whatever. So we come back to the gateway settings. We click on data and click on SMA. We are testing for SMA actually. Now you can see we have the API. So all these things should have been filled by a vendor, or let me say a developer, right? So they would have been done by a developer, but as you can see from this part here, everything is being filled up. You can see this is what the prices for MTN. 1 gig is I can just set 500. 2 gig I can say 1000. I can set prices. I can say 2000 here. I can do all that on vtupress. So now let's try. But before you do anything, make sure that you read first. There's always an information at the top part of this place. You can see if you're running the service. Okay, sorry, this part, sorry, SMA. As you can see from this SMA, you can see enter vtupress as the authorization token in the blue field below and your webhook URL in the yellow field below. Note this is a demo. This is for demo use, as it is not live. So what we are told to do here is to enter vtupress as our API key. But mind you, if you are importing for other services, okay, let me try to import for something different, so you won't be confused. Okay, let me try that off. Let me say Ebro links. Let me try for Ebro links. Yeah, let me try for Ebro links. All right, now let's check it out. Data SMA. Okay, as you can see, the API here has changed. You can see the base URL and everything, it has changed. Now we need information. Enter API key in the field, in the blue field, your secret key in the pink field, and pin in the yellow field below. So what you are told to do is to locate the color. Everything is color branded, so you can easily locate what you are asked to do. So now we are told to enter our API key. So let's suppose our API key is something like blah 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 blah, just something like this. So you have to enter that there, and your secret key should be in the pink field. This is the pink field. We have to clear off the text here, and then we enter something. Let's say this is the stuff here, and our pin in the yellow field below. Then we clear this off, and we can enter our pin, say 2000 or something. So we can say 5000. We can write a pin. So it depends on what you've the pin you've done on their own portal. So are they being, you've added Ebro links and your pin is 1234, you are to enter your pin here. That's on this pink field below. This yellow field rather. And for the secret key and for the API key, those values are to be copied from your account on Ebro links. So that's what I'm trying to say. So always read the info. That if we check out corporate as well. So we've clicked on corporate. Okay, yeah. Now enter your API key in the yellow field below. That's for Umbrella top up. So you're just telling to enter your API key here. So there's nothing more you need to do except for setting of your prices. Do not edit anything on these boxes. All these fields are coded and they've been done, so it's imported from our servers. So what you just need to do is just to enter your prices, and after you follow the guidelines here. So guidelines for every VTU provider you've imported differs. So now let's come back to the main topic and data SMA. I'm just testing for SMA. There are just many more of it that you can just do. I'm looking at that. Okay, this is SMA demo. You can do the same process for corporate direct. In fact, for airtime, for data, for cable, for bill, they are all same process. You import and you go back to the gateway settings, locate the service you imported for, and then you set up. So now I'm to copy the vtupress here, and then I have to include it here, no space. So what other thing in the blue field below, and your webhook URL in the yellow field below. So we will copy our webhook URL, lay down. Let's save that. So our webhook URL, we can get that from our history and then transactions webhook, x-ray and transactions webhook. So you can see our webhook here already here. So once to make any transaction, the API response and all kind of stuff will be the response will be locked here, so we can just like debug or check out things with that. Okay, let's go back to the SMA. Now let's enter value. Okay, where it said and your webhook URL in the yellow field below. Yellow field, yeah, this is the yellow field. Let's enter our webhook URL there, and then we need to save. And before then, we can just enter our prices. Let's say 1,000 naira. Let's say 2,000 naira or something. That's just the demo stuff, so we really need to be careful with all those. Now you can see that. Now let's enable SMA data status. All right, now let's refresh. As you can see, SMA MTN, you can see that here we have the prices here. All those are not having any prices, so it's not gonna work. So let's start with this and then this. Then let's purchase and see what the response would be. Yeah, you can see from here you've sent one stuff to this phone number. Transaction successful. So that's that about this. We can do the same for corporate, we can do the same for gifting, we can do the same for other stuffs. So let's try that for bill as well, and let's see what's gonna work. So for bill status, as you can see from this part, we are having no bill, only buy data here, and from the history here you can only see data. So let's try that for bill status. So let's import for bill. Okay, I can see it's already imported here, but let's redo it. Let's redo that. Okay, now demo, let's import. You can see it here, it's the demo. So now let's come back to bill. So enter blah 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 blah. For the demo, it is not really necessary for you to like enter the webhook URL here. It's not. It's actually optional. It's optional. So I entered my webhook here like what we did before. I've copied it before when we're trying to integrate that for what do they call it, for SMA. Okay, now let's check this out. At this part here, what you need to do, just go through this stuff very well. So charge here, let's say I charged 100 naira for each bill payment subscription. So let's come back here and let's refresh. Or I can see utilities payment. So for bill, let's select prepaid, catcher. Let's enter any meter number, blah 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 blah. Just a demo. Amount 15. You can see the charges 100 naira. So 100 naira plus 15 is just 16 here. So let's try this out. Okay, so we can just like check out our history here, utilities, and let's see, you can see this is our token code here. You can see that here. You can see this is the inside number or whatever. We can view, we can print the invoice. We can as well, we can download it. See, can see it here, it's already downloaded. So there's many more we can just do on this. So integrating and connecting to a vendor is just, or a provider rather, it's just very easy on vtupress. Everything we just done here for like 15 minutes, it can just be done within just 3 minutes. So you can just, all you just have to do is go to the gateway, the import API, locate the vendor in which you need to import for, or let me say sorry, the service in which you need to import for, locate it, if it is corporate or whatever, select it, select the vendor, the provider in which you need to you want to make use of. You import. After importing, locate the service, let's say for a time. Once you do that, make sure that these two parts here are checked. The SIM status is checked and the VTU type status is checked or whatever. Let's say we import for VTU, that's when we need to check this out. I'm not saying if you import for bill you have to come back here to import to select VTU. No, I'm just using that for illustration. So after that, what you need to do is follow the guidelines. Information will appear here after import. So once you import that, the information will just like appear in which you need to just follow, and they are color coded here, color codes here in which you just need to follow. Just maybe you should like add video price to, or maybe you should add your API key to the blue field, or maybe say the pink or purple or something. So it's just as easy as that. Just very easy. So thank you, and we will see on other videos. Bye.